Alrighty, going live. For 1, 2, 3, 4. Merry Christmas Eve! Ladies and gentlemen, apologies for the delay. We already had a delay, unfortunately. And I had to quickly get dressed and stuff. I had this whole thing planned. See, I was up all night and stuff like that, planning, but, doing a bunch of Christmas stuff. And in the end, I ended up going to bed quite late, but when I got up, I said I'm gonna make a cup of tea and stuff, and I said I'm just gonna keep my robe on. I'm gonna keep my bed head that I clearly still have. I'm gonna keep my bed head, and I'm gonna go down. I'm just gonna podcast for a little bit before I get going for all the Christmas Eve festivities, right? So I make my cup of tea. I make everything. I set the thing. All of a sudden, right before I'm about to go live, I had to quickly change the timer, and I was still late. I had a knock on the door, and my aunt was here and stuff like that, and she just lost her husband last week, my uncle, about a week ago. So, it was like, okay, it was a surprise drop-in visit, but it happens, you know what I mean? So, it's all good. We're going to see her again on New Year's Eve for our New Year's Eve party-ish thing. But yeah, so that's the reason for the delay. Apologies for that, because we saw artists here saying too early for this shit, and Miss said, guess it's starting a little later than planned. Yeah, it was supposed to be started at 11. It's now 1, so it's a 2-hour delay. I mean, geez. I was actually I was going to do this yesterday. I was actually thinking of doing this yesterday, but once again, I'm still so behind with this Christmas stuff. Is anybody else behind with their Christmas stuff? I am. I know I am, for sure. And, yeah. Anyways, it is what it is. So, what are we going to do? Well, it's still the Bitch, Moan, and Complain podcast, right? But it's also Merry Christmas and all that fun jazz, right? So, well, what I was thinking we were going to do, I was going to shoot the shit a little bit here, just Bitch, Moan, and Complain. And then I thought maybe we'd do a couple of, holiday-themed tier lists and stuff. I already have the tier maker pulled up on the search engine to try to find, 1 or 2 fun ones and stuff. I wasn't going to stream for more than probably about an hour and a half. At most, because I still have my wrapping to do. I've got a Christmas Eve get together around 5 o'clock and stuff, so that leaves me about 2 hours to get some shit done if I end this in 2. So anyways, yeah, anyways, how about them Cowboys? One of the most fixed games I ever saw last week, but this week we're up against a very strong team, Miami Dolphins. This is going to be a tough game here on Christmas Eve, but it's going to be good. It's going to be a good game and stuff like that. So between watching that and It's a Wonderful Life, it's going to be a fantastic Christmas Eve. So I went up and had to clean the chimney, my parents' chimney and stuff. Me and my brother, we had to climb on a metal roof filled with ice and stuff. I swear one of us was going to fall off. And we ended up cleaning the chimney because smoke was rolling back and stuff. There was a bunch of creosote buildup. So, did that all yesterday. And the problem with that is, of course, that pushes everything else behind. You know what I mean? That just pushes everything else. Yeah, what else did I want to talk about? Oh, so even though I haven't been releasing a lot of content lately, I can't promise that that's going to change. I'm not going to sit here and, say that it's going to be fixed anytime soon. Right? Because it's not. I still have a Yona the Dawn review to do that is weeks late. I still have a Mob Psycho 100 reaction to complete. All my Genlock challenge stuff has been put on the back burner, though off and on I have been playing, so I have the footage to continue the Genlock after Emerald, because we completed the Emerald side of things, as some of you know. Trying to think of other content. Oh, I was thinking of starting making, so I was rereading, Hajime no Ippo, which I shouldn't have started because now I'm drawn in and it's taking away like an hour or 2 every day where I just sit there on my phone reading, Hajime no Ippo. Great manga. Fantastic manga. But, that being said, I don't really have time for that shit. You know what I mean? I shouldn't be reading mangas that I've already read right now, So, there is that. But yeah, what was the other thing? Oh, I was thinking, now that I'm caught up with Four Knights of the Apocalypse, and it's not bad. It could have been a lot worse, considering what Nakaba gave us at the end of Seven Deadly Sins. Four Knights of the Apocalypse could have been a lot worse. There's some things, of course, I don't like about it. I don't think it's perfect or anything like that, and I think Seven Deadly Sins is still the better of the two mangas. But it's worth a read. If you liked Seven Deadly Sins and you were, butthurt like the rest of us over the ending and the last mini arc to end it off, the chaos stuff, I think you'll like Four Knights of the Apocalypse. I certainly can see its merit and stuff. And now that Part 1 is officially over and Part 2 has begun, I didn't realize it was being split into parts like that, but apparently it is. And yeah, it's quite good. It's quite good. Yeah, so let's see. I got the Kengan stuff out. I got the One Piece stuff out. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I didn't promise, but I said, for a Christmas video idea or a stream or something, or New Year's, I forget what it was, but somebody suggested, I don't know if it was I think it was artist suggested, why don't you do your top 30 basketball players of all time, or your NBA players of all time, I should say. I don't have a list prepared, but if I had to go and... Yeah, so why don't I try to stick to a top 10? I'll try to, off the top of my head, and I'll try to get the right order. Spoiler alert, we'll start from one down. Spoiler alert, MJ is still the GOAT. He's the original GOAT, and he always will stay as such. Michael Jordan is the greatest NBA player of all time. Second, probably I got Kobe Bryant. Kobe probably after that. Then you got number 3 is probably Kareem. Probably give that to Kareem. Kareem, and then maybe this is a tough one. See, a lot of people say different things about different players, and there's different eras. But I might go, I think, Larry Bird, and then 5 LeBron. Maybe 5 for LeBron. I'd probably go, Larry Bird. Larry Bird is definitely up there. He was one guy who could actually take it to Mike, So, Scottie Pippen's got to be up there, too, somewhere. Yeah, okay, we'll leave it at the top 5. For right now, tentatively, I'm going to go MJ, Kobe, Kareem, Larry Bird, LeBron for right now, but that is definitely subject to change because, there's Bill Russell, there's Bill Russell, there's Wilt Chamberlain, there's Shaq, there's, as I said, Scottie Pippen, there's... there's just a number of... There's even to a degree, like Charles Barkley was a dominating force in his era, and there was... what's his name? Shit. I can't think of his name right now. Damn. Anyways, so there's quite a few. There's quite a few players. But tentatively, let's just say those are my top 5 for right now. Tenryo's here and says... Merry Eve of Christmas. It's been a while since I participated in a stream here. Well, welcome. Maybe I'll open up the VC. I don't know how many people are... it is Christmas Eve. That's usually why I try to do things on the 23rd or the 22nd or Boxing Day or what have you. It's days where people actually have time because Christmas Eve is usually generally very busy for a lot of people, and so is Christmas Day, obviously, and stuff. So generally, I will release videos on those days. But streaming is always you might find bored people, you might not, right? So there is that. Let's see. What else? My burnt hand still hurts like a bitch, if anybody cares. It hurts. Right now, it's just a throb, and between all the showers and stuff, I managed to put more polysporin on it for, infection, but I tore the first layer of skin back off of it, and now it's healing again, so, yeah. Not very sightly. I recommend don't stick your hand in a hot oven. I honestly recommend that because yeah, I mean just look at that. That's I mean there's shadow on it and stuff, but yeah, it's not pretty. Definitely gonna scar. Definitely gonna scar. My hands are all scarred up anyway, so it doesn't matter. But still. Um, yeah. So going down the list of the NFL picks, I picked Bengals yesterday. They lost, but Buffalo won by a hair to the Chargers. Like, what the hell? Like, once again, this is why people think the NFL is fixed. This, like, or any major sport, the NBA and all this stuff. This is why the conspiracy theorists come out, and sometimes you can see it. Because how can a Raiders team scores 0 the week before, comes out and destroys the Chargers with 63 points. Destroys them. A team that scored 0 the week before. Then a Buffalo team that has been sort of in and out, completely penalty prone, defeats the Cowboys still quite handily in their own merit, barely manages to beat the Chargers and score the same amount of points against that Raiders team. Like, what? Like, how? How does that happen? You know what I mean? That's what weirds me out. That's what completely weirds me out about that. I mean, I did pick Buffalo, but this is why some people think it's fixed. It's no different than the NBA. It's like, oh, it's either the Celtics. I don't know why they're called the Celtics. It's not an S. It's Celtics. But anyway, the Celtics and the Lakers. They're the two favorites. They win all the championships. And it's like, you sort of see it. You see it a little bit because didn't the commissioner come out like one year and say, what's your dream NBA championship? And he said Lakers versus Lakers and stuff, and that started the controversy, you know, and it's like, you know, you sort of see it, you know, you really do. And I picked the Rams, obviously, to beat the Saints because, you know, for obvious reasons. So right now I'm 2-1. It's bumped me up a couple of places, so clearly some people picked New Orleans or something like that, or maybe the Chargers, but... yeah, so we got some games. We certainly got some games today, that's for sure. Will Dallas disappoint me, you know, on my Christmas Eve? I don't know. Kane said the Cowboys lost to the Seahawks. The Seahawks are also a good team, though. Everyone doubts on the Seahawks. Seahawks are a good team. So... and I'm not saying you can't lose. Like Cowboys lose to the Seahawks. Yeah, the only two games that I think that we lost that seemed too suspicious to me was the Cardinals and the Bills. Every other loss was kind of on us. I mean, yeah, you can blame one pass interference call or one a bad play by the defense or something like that. But at the end of the day, you should be able to make up. There's tons of downs, there's tons of plays and stuff. The only games that I found really suspicious while watching that looked a little too much like, okay, refs, who bought you, was the Cardinals game and the Bills game. Every other loss that we had, when we lost to the 49ers, we lost that legit. The Eagles, we gave them a run for the money, and we had ample opportunity to win that game, and we screwed up. We lost to the Eagles fair and square. Yes, there were lucky fumble bounces on the Eagles side and stuff, but that's what happens in football. Sometimes luck is a factor. So it sucks that we lost to the Eagles, but we did lose to the Eagles. There was nothing shady about losing to the Eagles. There's nothing shady about losing to the 49ers. There's nothing shady about some of these losses. But, yeah, so that's definitely me. Kane said, so do you think Kumar is going to get his memories back? Kumar. Do you think... Kumar is going to get his memories back. What do you think they're going to forever since Bonnie touched the memory bubble? See, that's the thing. I think Oda doesn't tell happy endings. Not generally speaking. You know, there's merit in his goals and stuff like that. But no, I really do think that maybe one recorded message, sort of like that last ditch effort of we might not have seen it. But the whole, you know, if she ever encounters the PX Kuma ever again, maybe he's got one message before he shuts offline forever and officially dies. Maybe, you know. But no, I don't think Oda's going to give us that happy ending for Bonnie and Kuma. I just don't really see it. Also, thank you very much, guys, for the 5 likes. Thank you very much for that. Caden said, I'm pretty sure that the Cowboys were to play the Panthers would beat the Cowboys. The problem with the Cowboys is they tend to, and this happened way back in the Romo era, they always play to the level of the team they're facing. They will go up against the number one team in the league and give them a one-possession game. Then they'll go against the worst team in their division, and it'll still be a one-possession game. They play to the level of the opposing team. It's very frustrating as a Cowboys fan. They have done that. And though that being said, no, the Cowboys would stomp the Panthers. Ken said, to be fair, I still don't know how the Cowboys lost to the Bills. That's my point. I don't know either. It looked really suspicious when every single play, Micah Parsons was being blatantly held. Nothing was called. I mean, once again, if you get roughing the passer on, pick the best quarterback, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Troy Aikman, whoever. If you blatantly have roughing the passer plays on every down and none of them are called, not even the greatest quarterbacks of all time can win you a game. So on the opposite side of that, if you hold the number one defensive player, arguably in the NFL, not just on the Cowboys, and never call a hold, I don't really see how the defense is supposed to do anything if you don't call penalties. So that's why it looked really scripted to me. That's why it looked fixed. It didn't look fixed because we lost. It looked fixed because our defense had no penalties. There was no penalties called on the Bills' offense against our defense, and they were blatant. They even showed them to the point by the second quarter. The announcers were showing them, well, there's another hold not called there on Micah Parsons, and I guess the officials just didn't see it. And it's like, well, you know? So, yeah. I watched that game, and I mean, you actually pay attention. Just only look at Micah Parsons on every play. He's held almost every single play in that game. Not one called. I'm sorry. The officials were trying to hand that to the Bills, and it worked. That's the way I see it. I mean, look at that Kansas City game where Mahomes crying to the ref and stuff like that. I mean, it's the same deal. It's the same deal there. I mean, it's like, okay, come on. You know, it's like, what are you crying about? You know? Kane said, I will say the same thing about the 49er when they were on the 3-loss losing streak. I feel like one of those games were paid off. It feels like that. You can't be a sports fan for this long and not have watched sports long enough to go, something's weird, you know. Something's suspicious at the very least. Kane said, I know you don't keep up with Boruto, but in the new chapter, the Divine Tree evolved into 4 different beings that were sealed by the Divine Tree, and one of them is Sasuke. Oh my god. This sounds awful. Kane said the palace balance, or you mean the power balance in Boruto, is starting to get out of hand because one of the divine abilities is on omnipresence, where you guys can go back to any time and see what happens all the way up to your birth. And you're not supposed to be able to sense them when they use the ability, but one of the new monsters saw that ability like it was nothing. Oh my god. Well, Caden, this all sounds absolutely terrible. I mean, I only read Naruto because I couldn't shit on people who said Naruto's better than Bleach, Naruto's better than Dragon Ball, Naruto's better than A, B, C, D, without actually watching it first to see maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. When I first saw One Piece, I know I've told you guys this story before, but when I first saw One Piece, it didn't hit for me. Did not hit. The first episode hit was Shanks. This looked cool. Then the crybaby kid, whose voice was very annoying, was the main character, and he was a dumbass. And I was sick and tired at that time in my life following dumbass protagonists. I wanted Ichigo. I wanted serious protagonists, you know? I didn't want to follow the Narutos, the Luffys, the Gokus. I mean, Goku not so much by that point, but still, I didn't want to follow the Airhead anymore, who had no sense of self-awareness, who didn't understand social cues. I didn't want to follow a guy with only 2 brain cells. So I wasn't originally into One Piece, in all honesty. It took me a little while to get into it. So in the same breath, by the time, you know, I was really into manga and stuff, by that time I said, you know what, I really should give Naruto the benefit of the doubt and power on through it. And there were some great arcs in Naruto. I am never going to deny that. You know, the Pain arc was good. The Chunin exams was good. Orochimaru was a great villain. You know, there was some good stuff. There was some good stuff. Kane said, Tom Brady's not the greatest quarterback of all time. It's overrated, and all he did was throw deflated footballs. Well, we caught him doing that once. They never took away his ring. I think him and Bill Belichick deserve to have a ring stripped from them for that. But outside of that, he's definitely one of the greatest. I mean, if you want to make the argument that he's not the greatest, I mean, I think Brett Favre and Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Troy Aikman, I think these guys definitely can give him a run for his money as far as being one of the greatest quarterbacks. But it can't be denied that he was one of the greatest. I mean, I don't really care for Tom Brady that much, but I'm never going to take that away from him. Caden says, Boruto's new Rasengan uses the planet's rotation to give you ongoing damage at distance. The only way to stop it is if the planet stops rotating. He turned it off or you die. This is getting absolutely ridiculous. And it's not even ridiculous in a fun Toriko kind of way. It's ridiculous in a, please just let the Naruto universe die. You know? In all honesty. Okay, I'm going to see if we can find a good tier list for Christmas here. Let's see. If I search Christmas tier list. Let's do a few. This sweater is getting extremely hot, actually. And I don't even have the heat on down here. It's just warm. Let's see. Christmas songs tier list. Okay, how many do we got? Oh, there's quite a few here. Okay, I probably actually don't know all of these. But sure. Why don't we do a Christmas song tier list? Let's see. There's this one, and then there's another one that's a Christmas song tier list. This one's a lot shorter. Okay, I'll do the first one. They got the name of it right there, so I can actually read it. That's the thing I don't like about the tier maker. I wish they had and maybe they do. Maybe this is on me, but they need a blow up version so you can actually see sometimes what you're doing. But yeah, all right, we'll share this right now. Let's see. How do I do that again? Bam, yeah, there we go. I'll just edit the transformation here on this so we can see it a little better on the screen, shall we? Let's go. Let's see. Top, left. Yeah, we need just to the left. Let's go 100. What does that do? Okay, let's go 200. Let's go to 250. Yeah, 250 is pretty good. Fuck it. Let's go 300. Okay, 300 that way. Let's try the same on the right. 300 that way. We can go 390 that way. Yeah. Okay. Top, we can do this a little bit just so you guys can see it a little better. I didn't have a chance to do this beforehand with the aunt dropping in and all that stuff. There we go. We should be able to see that pretty good, I hope. If you're on full screen, you guys should be able to see that pretty good. Yeah, so let's see. Kane said, I think if Michael Vick didn't do what he did and stayed in the league, you can make an argument that he could have been one of the greatest quarterbacks ever. No. Nah, he was an elite quarterback, but he was an elite like Ben Roethlisberger was an elite, or Eli Manning was an elite. Or Tony Romo was an elite. But I would never sit here and say that those guys have an argument for being the greatest of all time, to be the Michael Jordan of the NFL. Or the Wayne Gretzky of the NFL. No, I don't think Michael Vick had that. He was good, it just wasn't that. Kane said, me and one of my friends are arguing about if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, and I didn't think it is. If you consider Die Hard a Christmas movie, then you had to consider Mad Max a Christmas movie. I make that argument all the time. There is I don't think it's a Nightmare on Elm. It might be, but I think it was actually a Friday the 13th that happens around Christmas or something like that. There are movies that happen during Christmas. Goodfellas, for example, has some Christmas scenes. Some of the movie happens during Christmas. There are many, many movies that have scenes that happen during Christmas. That doesn't make it a Christmas movie. I don't think Die Hard is a Christmas movie. The director, the writer, and Bruce Willis all came out and said it wasn't a Christmas movie. If you think it's a Christmas movie, I think you're wrong. But, watch whatever you want on Christmas. Okay, you watch the Avengers on Christmas if it makes you happy, you know. But yeah, I don't consider it a Christmas movie. But there's always going to be people in those camps. Die Hard is the big controversy one. Kane said same thing as Harry Potter. Exactly. The first couple by Christopher Columbus, there's plenty of wintertime, Christmas time scenes in the Harry Potter movies. Is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone or the Philosopher's Stone or the Chamber of Secrets, are these movies Christmas movies? Just because they have a scene during Christmas. Is Goodfellas. As I said, there's a slasher movie that happens during Christmas. I forget which one it is. But yeah. Kane said, because he says Die Hard takes place during Christmas, it makes a Christmas movie. I said by that reference would be a Christmas movie. Exactly. That's my argument too. But people say, yeah, but it's all focused in the one day of Christmas. It's not just two scenes. And they make all the, the Christmas puns and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, that still doesn't make it a Christmas movie. But anyways. All right. So let's see. So we have S to F tier. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, it's all festive too, isn't that nice? All right, so first one is Let It Snow. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Doesn't show signs of stopping. Let It Snow, I would say is I'm going to put top of B for right now. It's really hard for me when we first start out. I have to sort of figure out, okay, where is my cutoff bracket first? So these are subject to change here, but Let It Snow, Let It Snow. It's a good, catchy Christmas tune. It's not the best Christmas tune, but it's good. So we're going to start it off with B tier there. Walking in a Winter Wonderland. Okay, it's the next one. So Winter Wonderland. I'm going to put that right below Let It Snow. I think that's the same type of vibe, same type of thing. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Ooh. I'm going to honestly say, once again, this is just my personal opinion, but I'm thinking bottom of A tier. Or top of B. We'll put that in A tier for now. We'll see what the A tier ends up looking like, and then we'll decide. Holly Jolly Christmas. And once again, I might not know all these songs. I just happen to know these ones. It seems to be mostly the classics, so yeah. Have a holly jolly Christmas. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Just trying to like how I feel about songs. Ranking music is kind of hard, you know. Holly Jolly Christmas. I'm gonna put it above Winter Wonderland, below Let It Snow. Silver Bells, I'm gonna put it at the top of C tier. I never really cared for Silver Bells, it's Christmas time in the city, and all that, right? Yeah, I'm going to put that there. Frosty the Snowman is quite a classic. It would hurt me to put it anywhere but B tier, but it's not one of my favorite songs. I'm going to put it at the top of C, actually. Because, yes, it's a classic, but I've heard it enough times, you know, Frosty the Snowman, da-da-da-da-da-da-da, you know, it's a catchy song, you know, and once again, C is average. People tend to forget that. C is average. So, it's an average Christmas song. It's good, it's not great, right? Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Same deal. I'm saying top of C with Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Silver and Gold. This is going to be controversial as hell if anybody actually cares, but that is an S tier Christmas song for me. Something about it probably has to do with the fact that my grandmother, my nan's, my mom's Christmas tree was always loaded, and I mean you could barely see green branches with silver and gold ornaments. That was her theme. It was always silver and gold, and now that she's been long dead and stuff, and her eldest son, my uncle, died as well last year or the year before. And he got her ornaments. Now I have some of her ornaments, and I just put them on the tree and stuff, and I'm remembering I got all the golds and all the silvers and all the whites, and and it makes me very nostalgic. So the song Silver and Gold from the original Rudolph claymation, the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer movie with, I always forget his name, but the snowman who sings it, that song always got me in the mood for Christmas. It always reminded me of my grandmother's house and stuff. So for pure my own nostalgia, my own memories, Silver and Gold is definitely a high tier, 100% a high tier song. Let's check the chat just to see. I probably should have scheduled this better but I didn't even know if I was going to get a chance to do this. I made all the graphics and the thumbs for this, but I didn't know if I was going to get a chance to do this before Christmas Day anyways, so I could open up the VC, I suppose. Let's see. Catch up. Caden said, who do you think would have won between Adam and Buddha? Adam. I put my money on Adam, but I don't think he could have dog-walked Buddha. No, he wouldn't, but Adam's eyes would have literally done what Buddha's eyes did, but faster. Like, remember, his ability is a perfect copy. So, and the only reason he lost to Zeus was the butterfly effect. Pretty much, right? So, yeah, I'd go Adam. Kane said, I've always wanted to ask you, do you think they make Heracles' backstory different because they wanted to write it to be the physically strongest human with their muscles instead of him? Instead of riding, you mean? Maybe they didn't want to have two characters so similar in that regard. But then again, so you could have made the argument that he was just a literal demigod, so he wasn't human. He was a demigod, So I don't know why they did that and they changed it so much. I didn't really care for Heracles' backstory, in all honesty. I thought it was fine if he was literally just a demigod with the son of Zeus, but he was the eldest Valkyrie, like he was the brother and stuff. They could have done a lot more with the whole, he's the only brother of the Valkyrie, he's the only demigod alive, and he's the guy who, is looked up to as this pinnacle of godhood and stuff, but he's always had this soft spot for humanity and stuff, It would have worked. I think they could have worked it better. But once again, round 4, some of the best writing, so maybe I'm wrong. Kane said, and with that, who do you think is physically stronger, Heracles or Raiden? I honestly probably Raiden with the Volans and stuff, but I don't know. Considering Jack didn't die from one hit from the Cerberus thing, I think because we were going to have the Jack win and stuff, I really think they showed an underwhelming amount of physical strength from Heracles, in all honesty. I'd probably have to go with Raiden for who would win in an arm wrestle contest. Probably Raiden. Artist said Feliz Navidad is S tier. Okay, when we get to it, if it's here on the list, Feliz Navidad is S tier. Definitely A tier. I'll give you that. We'll see. Kane said Holly Jolly Christmas. That's a good one to go into S, but it also depends on who sings it. There's so many versions. That's fair. Caden said Feliz Navidad A+. Yeah, see, maybe at the bottom of S. Last Christmas should be in the S tier. I have heard so many versions of Last Christmas that it almost bothers me because I've heard so many versions I don't like. Because I don't like this era of music. I haven't liked this era of music since 2006, right? I haven't liked the last decade and a half of the music genres. So, as a result, I've heard too many renditions by pop stars and people like that singing that, and they, in my opinion, butcher it. They add the techno and they do this and that. Yeah, so I have a poor opinion on that one, unfortunately. But I'm still going to give it it's good. Kane said, never heard the song Silver and Gold. It's quite old, but it's very good. Silver and gold, silver and gold. It's very deep, and it's a good song. It's very simple. Kane said, fun fact, reindeer's noses do get red, but it only happens as a female reindeer, so with this information, Rudolph was a female. Oh, jeez. Alright, so let's jump back to the the tier list now. Okay, so Blue Christmas. Of course. Blue, blue, blue Christmas. Honestly, bottom of C. Bottom of C. I love Elvis, okay? But Blue Christmas was never really hit me. Blue Christmas was not here. Let's see. Christmas Time is here. Oh, the Peanuts one? Christmas time is here. Sleigh bells everywhere. No, 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 no. I think that's between Rudolph and Frosty, in near the top of C tier. I think that's pretty good. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Is that above Let It Snow? Or is it bottom of A? I'll put it top of B for now. Right above Let It Snow. That's a good one. Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Sleigh Ride. That's the one. Sleigh ride jingling too. Come on, it's lovely weather for a sleigh ride together with you. It's definitely very upbeat and fun. I'm going to put that above Silver Bells, below Frosty the Snowman in C tier. Caroling, Caroling. I don't think I've heard this one, have I? I obviously I can't listen to it, but Caroling, Caroling. If I get the lyrics, I might be able to. Caroling, Caroling with Natalie Cole. I might know it, but I don't know that, you know what I mean? I need Caroling, Caroling lyrics. Yeah, I got it. Christmas bells are ringing, caroling, carrying through the snow. Christmas bells are ringing, joyous voices sweet and clear. Sing the sad of heart to cheer. Ding dong, Christmas bells are... I swear I probably would know the song if I heard it. Nat King Cole, yeah. But, okay, clearly it's not good enough for me to remember even reading the lyrics and stuff, so I probably heard the song. Since I don't, it's got to go at the bottom of C tier since I don't remember. I'd have to mute and listen to it. Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll mute and listen to it before I rank it. I'll put it at the bottom of C for now. Here we go. Let's see. Yeah, I'll put it at the bottom of C for now. And actually, yeah, okay. So I'll just mute the sound so that, yeah, I'll just mute myself for a second once I find it, and I'll listen to it, and the Nat King Cole version, obviously, and then I'll be able to know if I'll probably know the song once I hear, like, the tune or something, you know? I would hate to rank it, because clearly, Caroling, Caroling. There we go. Let's see, Nat King Cole, Christmas Bells Are Ringing. Yeah, see, I probably know it by that name. Okay, so I'll mute it for a sec, and we'll just have a quick listen. One sec. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I know that one. Yeah. Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know the song now, but no, it's definitely not one of my favorites. Probably actually top of D tier. In all honesty. Actually, I'll put Blue Christmas at the top of D and then Caroling, Caroling. Like, I like Nat King Cole, but I don't like... That one sounds way too formal, way too, like, Hunchback of Notre Dame shit. It sounds way too, like, Hellfire, Desire. Like, it's got too much, like, not epicness behind it, but yes, but it's too... It feels too serious for a Christmas song. For me. So, yeah, we're going to do that. I'll quickly read the chat, see if anybody's got so many windows open here. So many windows. Where are we? Let's see. Caden said, with the same roster we have for Record of Ragnarok for Man and God, which human fighters would you put against the gods if you could choose who fought in the rounds? I mean, Adam, obviously, without the luck of the butterfly effect, he wins against just about everyone. So Adam can go against anybody. Maybe Buddha against Thor is probably our only shot from the human roster other than Adam to beat Thor. Lubu against Shiva might have worked. This is trying to get a human victory, of course. Who? Let's see. Well, I'd keep Sasuke up against Poseidon since we won that. Jack versus Herc is just too great to change. Oh wait, Buddha fought for us, so we don't need. So Adam versus, maybe Adam versus Thor. Yeah, I don't know. That's a long-winded one. I'd have to think about that. Kane said, I don't know if it's me, but King Leonidas was kind of a letdown. Absolutely he was. It kind of seemed like the creator didn't know what to do with him, and his backstory is probably the simplest. Yeah, it was not good. It was not good. We can all agree on that. That's fine. Caden said, Let It Snow is SS tier, and Sleigh Ride is an A-. All right. Well, let's take a quick gander back at that. Let's take a quick gander. So, we said, Let It Snow is SS. Let it snow, it doesn't show shines of stuffing. You know what? I will put Let It Snow at the bottom of A. I'll put Let It Snow at the bottom of A. I'll keep Sleigh Ride. Sleigh Ride can go above Frosty. How's that? Yeah. I'll take some of that into consideration. Remember that it's only when we go down to D tier that I think the songs aren't that great. Let's see. Chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Classic, but simplistic. Bottom of B. Maybe top of C. Yeah, top of C probably. It's fine. White Christmas is an immediate S tier song. An immediate S tier. White Christmas, the movie and the song is just an incredible song. Yeah, White Christmas immediately goes in S tier. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Shit, how does that one go again? I'll be home for Christmas. If only in my... I'll Be Home for Christmas. That's the one. If only in my dreams. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. I think that goes somewhere in B tier. We'll put that in B tier. Happy Holidays, Happy Holidays. Nah, I don't actually like Happy Holidays. That's going in D tier. I don't like Happy Holidays, the song. It bothered... See... It only bothers me because they made that shit political, maybe. But yeah, the whole Happy Holidays to you, you know, and yeah, I don't know. Something about I never, you know, it's not on my playlist. How's that? So yeah, no, I'm not doing that for the Happy Holidays. Let's see. Baby, It's Cold Outside. I like that song. Probably bottom of B. Bottom of B. Nah, actually, that's like mid-C, because it's a good song. I'll punch it up if people agree, just because that whole controversy about it. It's like, oh, this song is about sexual harassment and shit. It's like, no, it's not, but okay. I mean, it's definitely a good song. The Christmas Waltz. No idea. We'll leave that one for now. Here Comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Here comes Santa Claus. Right down Santa Claus Lane. Right after Baby It's Cold Outside in C tier, I think. Let's see. Okay, now we're getting into a bunch of... My God, these green ones. They're half freaking... they're half French. I don't even know that... Like, I won't know these names, probably. Let's start from the bottom or something. I don't know. Let's grab a few that we know instantly. Okay, so Feliz Navidad, I say that is right up there near the top of A tier. Feliz Navidad is up there. Let's see. Let's see. Deck the Halls. Deck the halls with boughs of holly. Fa la 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 la. Bottom of A. Top of B. Top of B. Let's see. Hark the Herald Angels Sing. I love that song. That's a good song. Let's go that bottom of A. I always like that song. That's a pretty damn good song. Away in a Manger is another good one. That's the bottom of A. Or let's put bottom of B. Bottom of B, actually, for Away in a Manger. Away in a Manger is good. Little Drummer Boy, honestly, I could take it or leave Little Drummer Boy. I'm going to put that at the bottom of C. Let's see. Silent Night is definitely right above I'll Be Home for Christmas, somewhere in the middle of B. That's a good one. Do You Hear What I Hear? Above Silver Bells in C. I always found that one to be a little off as well. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to do the easy ones, sort of where I kind of have an idea first. Let's see. So, Kane said, to be fair, the reason I probably ran them higher is because a lot of nostalgia growing up with these are the most played songs. Oh, of course. That's why, I mean, this is only my list, right? We're not doing a community poll here, right? So, that's fair. I'm just saying where I would put them. I'm kind of picky because I've heard them for 33 years now. Some of them are like, yeah, I could take it or leave it and stuff, you know. Tenryo said, I'm disappointed that the next round in ROR is 2 Japanese fighters. I'm also not happy about Anubis' design. These are way too many pretty boy gods in this series. I have no problem with the 2 new designs, and I've got no problem with the matchup, though I did want Okita versus Loki more, but I guess not. Kane said, I feel like Anubis' design is going to grow on people like Buddha's design, all because first people didn't like Buddha's design. I like Buddha's design. I didn't love it at first, but I didn't mind it at first. I liked what they were trying to do and thought it was just a little too much at first, but it grew on me. So yeah, that's a fair point. Kane said, to be fair, I think Record of Ragnarok is heavily favored for the Asian fighters because honestly the creator is Asian and might be biased because of that. Sure. I mean, why wouldn't you be? Kane said, like with the first Emperor, even though I was rooting for him as I found out Hades the Titans, I was like, realistically, the first Emperor should have been dog walked by Hades. 100%. That's why I hate that round. Hades took on an entire army of Titans by himself, but he can't kill one dude with air bubbles. That makes no sense. The first Emperor was basically run it back and it's not going to work on me this time, and Hades was just like, makes no sense. Yeah. Kane said, solid A, maybe B for Here Comes Santa Claus. Kane said, oh, is your wife coming home for Christmas? If so, I wish you both a Merry Christmas. No, her grandmother's slowly dying right now as of Christmas Eve today, so not yet, unfortunately. So I don't know when she'll be here, but she's not here for Christmas this year. Kane said Silent Night is a solid S, and you can't convince me otherwise. That's actually a fair argument. Silent Night is a good song. Kane said it's one of the staples songs for Christmas. Fair point. Where did I put it again? Silent Night in the middle of B. I'll tell you what. I'll put it in A. I'll put it in A. Yeah. I'll put Let It Snow at the bottom of A. How's that? That raises up Silent Night. Okay, so let's see. Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree. All I can think of is Home Alone for that one, which isn't a bad memory. Let's go middle of B. Rockin' Around the Christmas. A little more upbeat, you know. That's fine. Let's see. Oh, Christmas Tree, a classic. Now, my favorite version is a very short version from the Garfield special back in the years and years ago. That's my favorite version. Because that version goes, oh, Christmas tree, how lovely are thy branches. Whoop, whoop, bid-oop, bid-oop, bid-oop. So, if we're counting that version, yeah, oh, Christmas tree. Above Let It Snow in A tier. Yeah, oh, Christmas tree is pretty damn good. I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In. I hate that song. That's an F. I hate that song. Maybe it's the versions I listen to, but I can't stand that song. I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In again. That's why it's so terrible. They don't want me to rank it into F tier, but it's going in F. I can't stand that damn song. Joy to the World. Yeah, Joy to the World is... I think that's got to go at the top of A. Maybe S. Yeah, maybe. No, top of A. I don't think it's quite... Or, well, Joy to the World, second in A. Yeah, we'll leave it there. We'll leave it where we got it. Joy to the World. Alright, third. Yeah, between Feliz Navidad and Hark the Herald Angels Sing. Well, that's where we'll put Joy to the World. Because there's definitely good versions of that. There's terrible versions, too. Let's see. All I Want for Christmas. Obviously. That's an S tier. Now, a lot of people don't like it. I'll put it at the bottom of S, but Mariah Carey definitely killed that. I mean, you know, we make all the memes and stuff for a reason, you know. We make all the memes, but it is a fantastic song. So it's definitely got to go there. Wait. All I Want for Christmas Is You, and All I Want for Christmas? Wait, are they two different... Oh, Is My Two Front... Oh, I didn't read that. Is My Two Front Teeth? No, I've never liked that song. That's also an F. I can be the top of F, I guess. All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth. No. Always hated that. Okay, so this next one is one of the best songs, but this is not what it's called. So somebody screwed this up. Do They Know It's Christmas is the actual title. It's from Band Aid, or Live Aid, or was it Band Aid? I'm pretty sure it's Band Aid was that one. And they never say, do they know it's Christmas in Africa? It's, will there be snow in Africa? And it's, do they know it's Christmas at all? So, yeah. Do they know it's Christmas time at all? And that version is absolutely peak. It's one of the greatest songs. It's S tier, easily. I would even put it above Mariah Carey's. It's one of the staples of a Christmas song. It's in my playlist 100%. There's just no, yeah. So, Do They Know It's Christmas is just, yeah. Jingle Bells. Okay, Jingle Bells is such a classic. It's got to go into A tier at least. It's not an S tier song. I'm going to put it at the bottom. I'm going to put it above Let It Snow and below Oh Christmas Tree. That's where I'm putting Jingle Bells. It's a classic. It never bothers me. So, let's see. Okay, We Wish You a Merry Christmas. That's also a very good song. I'm going to put that at the top of B tier. Top of B. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry... The 12 Days of Christmas. I never really loved it that much, in all honesty. 12 Days of Christmas, I'm going to put into the bottom of D tier, in all honesty. I never liked... I thought it was a very... The song went on too long. 5 golden rings, 4 done and done, 3 times spent, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree. Like, it's a classic, but I've heard it too many times. It's just, no. It's not really... Is it a great song, really? Not for me. Let's see. Santa Baby. No. F tier. F tier. I saw Three Ships Come Sailing's worse, but Santa, oh my god, I couldn't. I've been such a good little girl, Santa Baby. No. No. Not for this cat. No, sir. No, sorry, Bob. Let's see. So, let's jump back to the chat really quick here, because I'm at a T anyways. Let's see. We'll jump back. This is actually longer than I thought. There's a lot on this list. I missed all the white and green. I thought there was only 3 colors. There are 5 colors. So maybe this one was a little longer than I should have done. I still haven't showered yet. I got bedhead and everything. Let's see. Kane said the IRS, I believe, did sing. The IRS, I believe, did sing where they were trying to find out the net worth of the Home Alone family, and by the calculations, it would be part of the 1%, meaning they were filthy rich. Oh, jeez. Caden said, because they said for that home in the 90s was almost $1 million house, and it's modern times, it's in the millions value, so they said only the top 1% could have had that house. Oh, yeah. There's always the meme going around. What did he do for a living? Caden said, and they did this off the calculation that they only use 30% of their incomes for the bills. Caden said, I will put Joy to the World at the bottom of B or the beginning of C. Fair. All right. Caden said, restart this song for my entire life, and I'm just sick of it at this point. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. Caden said, all I want for Christmas is probably the most played Christmas song of all time. Well, it doesn't have as many years behind it as things like White Christmas and Jingle Bells and stuff, but yeah, as far as record charts go, probably. Yeah. Caden said, to be fair, if you were in any anime, I see you being like a Jiraiya figure for the main character, one of the strongest people in the verse, but not to be the strongest, and a guide for them. Oh, 100%, and I appreciate that. I've always seen myself, I have never been the main character of an anime for me. I've always been a mentor type character. I've always looked to myself to be a Kisuke, a Hiko Seijuro, a Jiraiya, a Rayleigh. I've never been a Whitebeard or a Gold Roger. I've always been the Rayleigh, sort of character. I've always been the Vegeta, not the Goku, in that regard. Or, in that case, Master Roshi. Totally Master Roshi. I cannot hold back when I am toasted. I've been watching the the 4-star bento stuff with all their commentary, and it's just hilarious watching Landon Pator just read all his lines again and stuff. It's just hilarious. It's just like, oh, this is a bad time for this. I cannot hold back when I am toasted. Apparently, pigs can't cook brownies. I love his Master Roshi. It's fantastic. I'm butchering it, but it's fantastic. Kane said, and if you do go out within whatever series you will go out like Jiraiya, they would have to jump you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think I'm the type of character who would be a good mentor in the conversation to be one of the tops, not the top of the verse, but in the conversation to be in the top 10, top 15. But also, I die through not so clean circumstances. There's a reason I lose, you know. There's something. But yeah, I appreciate that, though. I appreciate that, you know. Kane said, I love what they did with Riley in the new, or Rayleigh in the new One Piece episode where he confronts Blackbeard. Oh, I haven't seen that. It's probably epic as hell with all the light. If he's got that Conquer Saki up. And I love that he says, no, that was my reputation alone. And Shaki she just stays silent like, you know, I was here too, you know, like with all of us. I mean, and seriously, once again, the same argument that Garp would beat Blackbeard one-on-one. If you aren't a Devil Fruit user, that takes away half, literally half, of his arsenal, okay? Because he's not a close-range fighter. You don't want to get close to Blackbeard if you have better hockey, which Rayleigh, Shanks, Garp, they all have better hockey than Blackbeard. We don't even know how good Blackbeard's hockey is, but I would argue it's not as good. And there's no evidence to say he's even got Conquerors. He probably does, but there's no evidence. So he doesn't want to draw these guys to an infight. If he draws them into an infight, they're going to kick the shit out of him. You know, so he needs the distance. So his one move with his Yomi no Mi is to drag these dudes towards him that aren't Devil Fruit users. What's that going to do? He can't zap their powers because they don't have those powers. Like, he's dangerous as fuck to fight, you know? Mihawk, Shanks, you know, any non-Devil Fruit user is very dangerous. It's literally a disadvantage matchup for Blackbeard. You know, so, yeah. I'm going to have to watch that. Kane said, Santa Baby should be at the bottom. The song is annoying as hell. Oh my god, it's very annoying. It's so damn annoying. But we'll be right back, guys. Well, Caden at this point. I know other people are listening in and stuff, but Caden's the one who's trying to keep the chat alive, which I always appreciate. But I know it's Christmas Eve and stuff. So, but we'll be right back. I just want to, you know, take a leak, you know, get some more beverage type things on the go. And, yeah, but I'll be right back. You know what I should have done? I should have done, like, rapping. I should have been rapping GIFs while just chatting or something. I could be killing two birds with one stone here. Instead, I'm doing crunch time because reasons. I don't know why I'm leaving everything to the last minute. I'm kind of stupid when it comes to that, I guess. Anyways. All right. Yeah, so either way, I'll be right back. Alrighty. Happy DB-cember, I guess. Happy DB-cember. That's right. That's right. Even with my ugly Christmas sweater and everything, right? Firefly, by the way, guys. Firefly. Okay, yeah, I really need to shower. Look how bedhead. Jesus Christ. Like, I got up and I did all this shit and stuff, but I never got the chance to shower with everything going on. So, really going to have to do that before I go out. Because that's just gross, you know? Like, you can survive like a day, but if you've been doing stuff like all day, like all last night, I was, finished decorating, doing stuff, and I was active, then you kind of smell, you should shower at the very least, your body and stuff like that. As North Americans, we're too clean, Europeans got it right. You don't want to wash off and scrub off all your natural antibodies all the time. But if you've been sweating and stuff like that, you gotta, deodorant it just masks it if you're not actually clean, right? So, and as I said, I was cleaning a chimney yesterday and stuff, so I didn't shower until about 5 o'clock yesterday anyways, but I do still feel kind of gross, so I definitely have to shower before I leave. Let's see, so what was Caden saying here? Santa Baby should be at the bottom of F. The song is annoying as hell, yeah. You just have to watch it if I don't want to spoil, but I agree with you. I think Rayleigh downplays himself too much. I think he's just humble like that. I think he's just a humble fucking dude. But, I don't take his word at face value, for that. He was basically saying, what he was saying is that Rayleigh isn't sure he could win. But I think he's overestimating Blackbeard in that regard. He goes, he was basically saying, it's not guaranteed I would have won. My reputation is what actually scared him off. Had we fought, maybe I would have lost, is more what he was saying. Which, once again, is a possibility. I think it's still in favor of Rayleigh, but... Kane said in his old age, he'll probably lose to Blackbeard in 1v1, but in his prime, I think he would win. Oh, he would win in his prime, 100%. And also in this situation, he would have had Boa and Kobe backing him, and Shockey. Shockey was a former Empress. We know she's strong. There's no reason to believe that she can't kick ass, too. Kane said, and with them, I think they would have won the fight. I think so, too. Kane said, the only reason Garp lost to Blackbeard's commanders is because he took a stab protecting Kobe. Exactly. He was doing what Kuzan was doing. He was beating the shit out of them. Actually, Kuzan was the only one who was actually able to fight him. Take away the Admiral out of that fight. Take away the Admiral. Garp can beat all the Titanic captains at once by himself. You take away the strongest commander he's got. Let's see. He would literally 1 versus 6 people. I know, right? Kane said, and he was winning. He literally knocked out Aokiji. That too. Kane said, though another one in the ocean and had everybody running, even if he got stabbed, he was still putting in the work. Kane said, Jim Beam is better than Jack Daniels any time of the day. I don't even know what Jim Beam is. Jack Daniels. I prefer Crown Royal for my stuff. That's what I've got in the bottle back there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I do have a bottle back there of Crown in a decanter. Anyway, so this is taking a lot longer than I thought. We can probably still get this done and maybe do one more tier list. Let's jump back to it. You guys don't need to see my ugly mug all the time. Bam. Okay. So let's jump back to it. All right. So, Last Christmas. All right. I will put that. It's not S tier for me, guys. It's just not. But I will put it into A tier. I'm thinking middle of A tier is where I'm going to put it, okay? It's not my favorite song, and it's not an S tier for me, but I get why a lot of people love it, and I do think it's a very good song. I've just heard too many bad versions of it lately. I can't even think of my favorite version or a great version, Let's see. Old Lang Syne. I knew it would be on here, even though it's a New Year's song. That is right there. That right there is an S tier song. Old Lang Syne is one of the greatest songs. Even though it's not a Christmas song, actually. It's a New Year's song, really. But just goes along with all that. Linus and Lucy. Yeah. Yeah, I like that song. We're going to do that at the bottom of B. Bottom of B. It's a good song. Let's see. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. Okay, that is the... I like this song. I think it goes middle of B, really. It's one of my more favorite, like, holiday cartoon songs, you know, the Grinch, Rudolph, all that stuff, Frosty. It's one of my more favorite ones. So let's see. Let's see. I don't know a lot of these ones. Now we're coming down to the ones that I'm not sure. Adam Sandler's I hate that fucking song. Down it goes. Down it goes into F. I hate that. Have a Hanukkah, we're in a Monica, and then Sonica, and whatever the fuck. It's the dumbest thing, and everyone thinks it's so fucking funny. It's Adam Sandler being Adam Sandler. It's not clever. It wasn't that great. Oh, this is a pretty good one. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time. That's a pretty good one. Let's put that somewhere in the middle of C. Somewhere in the middle of C. That's a pretty good one. Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle Bell Swing and Jingle Bell Rock is low B. Low B. I like Jingle Bell Rock. Jingle Bell Rock's pretty good. Let's see. Carol of the Bells. I like, of course, what's the other version? Rocking of the Bells or whatever, the rock version of Carol of the Bells. But this is obviously the dun 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 dun. C tier somewhere. Let's see. Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer is another terrible fucking song. It goes into F tier. Let's see. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus is another F tier song. That's terrible. Let's see. Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Jackson 5. I do like Santa Claus is Coming to Town. Where's the one? He's making a list, checking it twice. Oh, that is that. He's making a list, checking it twice. Gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming. The original, the Jackson 5 one is pretty good. I think the original Santa Claus is Coming to Town, or there's a really nice one sung by a woman. I don't know who, but I've heard a version I really like. But Santa Claus is Coming to Town is definitely a great song. I'm going to put that in bottom of A tier. I'm going to put the Jackson 5 version in C tier. Just because it's not really my cup of tea completely. Let's see. See, now we're getting to the ones I'm not really sure of. Alright, so I'm going to have to just add a tier because I don't have time to listen to all of these. The Holly and the Ivy. Like, once again, see, I know... I probably know these if I hear them. But, let's see. Oh, no. Let's add a row. Alright, we're going to make... we'll just put it like this. Oh, you stupid thing. Are you on? There we go. And we'll add it as this. Yeah, add a row below. Oh, no, that changed. Oh, for God's sakes. Okay. I always forget how to do this. Alright, so this change back to you. You are F tier. Okay. And then we'll, No. Jesus. I'm screwing everything up. Let's see. We'll just put N/A. Because I am not sure of the actual, and if we want to do one more tier list, we're not going to have enough time here. So I'm just going to have to assume, I'm probably missing some, but yeah. Lo, how a rose are blooming. No idea what that is. I think I know Noel, but not sure. Oh, come on, Emmanuel. Sure, these are all like the Christian weird ones. Like Gloucestershire, watched a lot. I have no idea. In Dulce Gobio, good Christian men rejoice. No idea. When Christ was born, I think I actually definitely know that one, but I can't think of the lyrics right now or the tune. So, Good King, same idea. In the Bleak Midwinter, same idea. Once in a Royal David City, don't know it. The First Noel, I think I know that one, but I'm not sure. Angels We Have Heard on High. Whatever the fuck that is. Witchit, Alf, Ruft, Uns, Die, Scheme, some German shit. Handel's Messiah. No. Juicy Joy of Man's Desiring, no idea. Dreidel, no idea. We Three Kings of Orient Are, no idea. Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. Is that the one? See, I'm gonna. Some of these are probably gonna be like A-tier songs that I'm totally blanking on the title versus the actual song. Happy Xmas War is Over. I'm not. What child is this? What the fuck? What child is this? Oh Holy Night. Okay. Oh Holy Night. That's C tier song. Don't know the Carol one. While Shepherds Watch Their Flocks. The Holly and the Ivy. No idea. Little Saint Nick. Little Saint Nick. Do I know that one? No idea. It Came Upon a Midnight Clear. Still. Oh Little Town of Bethlehem. I swear I know that one. Alright, I'm going to have to look up a few of these now that we're caught up. Oh Little Town of Bethlehem lyrics. Let's see. Here we see thee lie above thy D and dream and sleep. The silent stars go by, yet in the dark she sinneth. The everlasting night Christ is born of Mary and gathered all upon one mortal sleep. The angels keep. All morning stars together praying the holy birth. See they lie. I don't think I know that one. So, Hard Candy Christmas, no idea. Let's see. Here Come a Something. Bring a Touch. Bring a Torch, no idea. This is French, no idea. I don't listen to Gorf music, generally speaking. The Christmas Waltz. The Christmas Waltz, I swear. The Christmas... I'm surprised Hallelujah isn't here. Like, they're definitely missing some. Let's see. It's that time of year when the world falls in love. Every song you seem to hear. Merry Christmas, may your New Year dreams come true. As the song of mine in 3/4 time wishes upon yours, everyone. Once again, maybe I know it. Not sure. Mistletoe and Holly. Like, alright, so these last ones, I gotta make sure I don't skip it on these ones. Hard Candy Christmas. I swear I've heard that title before. Oh yeah, no, I don't even like that song. But yeah. This Christmas. I swear, like, where are they getting some of these? Hang on the mistletoe, I know you're gonna be out this Christmas as we return the tree. Fire is burning, we'll hope a carol's in the night. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, so I'm not sure about these last ones. Let's see. Happy Xmas, the war is over. I swear I know that one. That was John Lennon and Yoko. Oh, yeah, that can go in. I never listened to that. God Rest You Merry Gentlemen, no idea. Mistletoe and Holly, no idea. And, and once again, guys, some of these I probably do know if I heard it, and I'd be like, oh, that song. I've heard that for 30 years. I don't know it by name, and clearly it's not that important. Oh, Come On, All Ye Faithful. That's an alright song. We'll put it at the bottom of C. So, anyways. So yeah, that does our song tier list. Now we had to skip a few because I didn't know. Most of these I probably didn't know anyways. So there is that. But yeah. Okay, so we need to scroll up a little bit, don't we? So we can see S tier. So yeah, there we go. Right? Yeah, okay. So We'll just go down the list here. In S tier, we have White Christmas, Silver and Gold, Do They Know It's Christmas, All I Want for Christmas Is You, and Old Lang Syne. In A tier, we have It's Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas, Feliz Navidad, Joy to the World, Hark the Herald Angels Sing, Last Christmas, Silent Night, Oh Christmas Tree, Jingle Bells, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, and Let It Snow. In B tier, we have We Wish You a Merry Christmas, Deck the Halls, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas, You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Holly Jolly Christmas, Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, I'll Be Home for Christmas, Jingle Bell Rock, Winter Wonderland, Away in a Manger, and Linus and Lucy. Then in C tier, we have Chestnuts Roasting on an Open Fire, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Baby It's Cold Outside, Here Comes Santa Claus, Simply Having a Wonderful Christmas Time, Carol of the Bells, Christmas Time is Here, Sleigh Ride, Frosty the Snowman, Do You Hear What I Hear, Santa Claus is Coming to Town by the Jackson 5, Oh Holy Night, Silver Bells, Little Drummer Boy, Oh Come All Ye Faithful. Now, this is where the songs that I'm like, after C tier, I'm like, I don't really like them that much. Up until then, I could listen to any of these songs and have a good time. Once we get into D tier, because C is average, I don't know why people think it's not, but C has always been average. It always will be average. It always has been average. And after that is when you get into, okay, this is below average. So below average, we have Blue Christmas, Happy Holidays, Caroling, Caroling, The 12 Days of Christmas. Then in F tier, we have All I Want for Christmas Is My Two Front Teeth, Santa Baby, Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer, I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, the Adam Sandler Hanukkah fucking song that's really, I don't know, it's not racist. What is it? Like, Jewish is a religion, not a race. I don't know. Anyways, I Saw Three Ships Come Sailing In, not once but twice. And then for the rest of them, there's quite a few songs there in the not applicable because I have no idea. Absolutely no idea, and I don't have really a whole lot of time left if we're going to do one more tier list. So yeah. So there we go. That was the Christmas list. I'm sure everybody disagrees with my choices, but once again, it is a personal list, ladies and gentlemen. It's a personal list. So there's that, and we'll just do one more before we call it quits. I'm surprised we got actually 5 likes. Like, people came in and actually liked. You know, because Caden's the only one talking, so I'm assuming that no one else gives a shit, but, you know. Alright, so let's see. Caden said, I think the difference between Rayleigh and Garp is that Garp stayed working out while Rayleigh kind of got lazy in a way. Absolutely. Rayleigh's not nearly as strong as Garp and Whitebeard because they stayed active. Right? Garp has remained active. Rayleigh was in retirement for 20 years. He's far weaker than he was. The difference between Rayleigh's prime and Garp's prime is a big difference, and people don't understand that for some reason. Kane said Mr. Grinch is a solid B. Exactly. Kane said Jingle Bell Rock either has to be at the top of A or at the bottom of S. That's fair if you really like that song. Kane said the Jackson 5 Santa is Coming to Town with either be in the top of B tier or in the middle of it. The original song would be in S. Yeah, it is a really good song. Kane said, how would you survive Attack on Titan? By killing myself, because I hate that show. that's how I don't survive it. I get out before it's fucking awful. I just get out of there. Fuck that. Okay, so let's go. One more Christmassy, let's see, Family Guy Christmas episodes. Now the ultimate Christmas colors. Like, they were missing quite a few Christmas songs that I like, you know? They were missing Christmas Day. They were missing The Beauty and the Beast Enchanted Christmas. They were missing Hallelujah, which somehow became a Christmas song. I don't know how. Yeah, they were missing a few that I like. Let's see. Christmas songs. Movies. Alright. Hopefully it's not that big. Let's see how big the movie. It's galore. Oh, I clearly already did this one. Okay, I clearly already did this one before. By the looks of it. Yeah, because this is too much of a coincidence that the S tier is correct, all the ones I haven't seen. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Then we can't do movies because I already did a movie one clearly last year. For those of you who don't know, we'll just do top of the nice list just to let you guys know. Well, I'll let you guys see it anyways. Let's see. So clearly, I've already clicked on this one last year, and it's saved. I guess I didn't know they saved like that, but anyways, so as you can tell, It's a Wonderful Life is the top, but my S tier is It's a Wonderful Life, Charlie Brown Christmas, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Mickey's Christmas Carol, White Christmas, The First Santa Claus, Miracle on 34th, the original, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and Home Alone. Great was Christmas with the Cranks, Frosty the Snowman, Home Alone 2, Miracle on 34th, the 90s remake, Santa Claus is whatever, and The Holiday, and then All Right was Krampus, Scrooge, Bad Santa, Santa Claus 2, Home Alone 3, those type of things, and then not the best. I did rank Die Hard since it was on the list, but, and I never liked Elf. So, anyways, yeah, so we already did that one, obviously, so maybe I'll find a different list here if I can find something a little clever. If I can find something a little more clever. Don't need this on Doctor Who, Christmas specials, Christmas movies. Christmas cookies, Christmas movies, 65. Christmas 65 Christmas movie characters. I should be able to rank that fairly quickly, I would think. This is 65 characters? Really? I mean, it doesn't look like 6. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 28. Yeah, this isn't 65. This can't be 65 because that's 28. 28 and 28 is 56. Oh my god, it is 65. Holy shit. Oh man, they got to be missing a shit ton of characters here though. I should be ranking all the Santa Clauses, I would think, Yeah, maybe we'll do that one. I'll just see if there's anything else really quick. Christmas cartoon tier list, maybe? Oh god, this is quite a few, and I don't know most of these by the looks of it. Yeah, no, I don't know most of these by the looks of it, so I think we'll have to do the 65 Christmas movie characters, and we'll make it kind of quick if we can. Here, so that way I can get showered and ready to do other shit. Let's see. Tenrio said, "Do you remember any of the Power Ranger Christmas specials?" Not off the top of my head, no. One in Mighty Morphin, very vaguely. I thought there was one. But no, I don't really recall any, unfortunately. If there were others. But yeah, okay, so let's start this off, and we're going to have to do this a little faster, because we got 65 different movie characters to get through. So immediately, we are going to assume that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, so we are immediately going to have to add a row. Yeah. For the sake of yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm sorry. We just have to add one. Add a row below. There we go. So we're adding a row. This row is going to be this color, and it's going to be just once again not applicable. It's just not applicable. So immediately we're going to get rid of some of the Die Hard characters here, being, of course, John and Hans. We're going to get rid of them immediately. Now, jumping into it. Let's grab an easy one. Christmas Story. He's an E tier kid. He literally he's not F because he's not terrible. He wants a BB gun for Christmas, but they keep saying you're gonna shoot your eye out, and then in the end, the poor bastard proves all the mean adults right that no, it's like a kid asking for just no. Like he was a bit of a brat. Honestly. And then he told on his friend that's where he learned the word fudge, but the word that came out of my mouth was not fudge. I actually never really liked A Christmas Story, the movie. It was kind of a stupid movie in my opinion. I know it's a classic and a lot of people love it. I never cared for it. And either way, I did not care for that. Let's see. Who else we got? Okay, so the Grinch. Now, obviously, this is just representing all the Grinches, I'm assuming. The Grinch is definitely an S tier Christmas. He's a classic Christmas character. Okay, whether it's the original, whether it's the Jim Carrey one, the new Dr. Seuss one, and there was different Grinch cartoons going on at the time that are very well known that they exist and stuff, right? So yeah, Grinch is an S tier Christmas character. He's a classic. Kermit, I am not a fan of the Muppets very much, so I didn't watch like the Muppets Christmas special growing up and stuff. Kermit's okay, so I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I do like Kermit. I'm going to assume that Kermit in the Christmas special is fine. So he's just going to go in the middle. He's going to go in average, right? He's not bad, he's not good, he's just average. He's sitting there in average, right? He's sitting there in C tier. So we're going to go with that. George Bailey is obviously an S tier Christmas guy. He's an S tier Christmas character. It's a Wonderful Life is the same argument people make for why Die Hard's a Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life. It's like, well, it doesn't really take place during Christmas. I said, but it is a Christmas movie isn't a Christmas movie just because it always takes place in Christmas. In the same breath, just because the whole movie's not based around Christmas doesn't mean it's also not a Christmas movie. It's a Wonderful Life has been played for 70 years on Christmas Eve. Every Christmas Eve on major networks for longer than most people live. So, sorry, it's a Christmas movie. You know, it is literally the movie everyone watches. In Home Alone, they watch It's a Wonderful Life in French on Christmas because that's what people do. It's a Wonderful Life became a Christmas movie because of that. You can make the same argument for Die Hard, but once again, you know, you can't be in the Die Hard camp and then say It's a Wonderful Life's not a Christmas movie because you're being a hypocrite. Granted, me saying It's a Wonderful Life is a Christmas movie and Die Hard isn't could also be seen as hypocritical. So, a little bit of a catch-22 there. But either way, George Bailey is definitely an S tier character. Bad Santa. He's D tier. Yeah, he's D tier. Bad Santa is... I like seeing Lorelai Gilmore in a Bad Santa movie. It's better than Billy Bob Thornton, honestly, but it is what it is. All right, so Cindy Lou Who. I'm going to assume by the looks of this that we're going to assume that this is Cindy Lou Who in most iterations, but this is the Jim Carrey version. And it's funny because they have the different Grinch, but not Jim Carrey's Grinch here on the list. So I'm going to assume it is Cindy Lou Who, the character, but I think she was absolutely fine in the Jim Carrey. A lot of people don't like the Jim Carrey one. I'm going to put her as a B tier. She's a good Cindy Lou in the Jim Carrey one, and Cindy Lou Who, the character, doesn't really get a whole lot much in the original and stuff, so based on the Jim Carrey version, sure, you know, not bad at all. Okay, Harry and Marv. Lot of fun. I'm going to go with, they are definitely low A because they are so fun. Joe Pesci, both of them. Marv, I knew from City Slickers and stuff as well, and I always found him a hilarious comedic actor. He's got some of the best scenes in the Home Alone franchise, of course, as well, but the City Slickers movies too. And of course Joe Pesci making fun of himself, always playing the tough guy who swears too much. doing fretcha, stuff. So 100%, they are, at the very least, they're either the top of B or they're low A, but we'll see where we go. So Frosty the Snowman, in most iterations, I mean, is he a classic? Yes, I would say he's an A tier. Frosty is... You know what? I actually have a bit of a problem with Frosty, in a sense, so I'm going to put him in the top of B tier. I have a bit of, like, just because now looking on, it's like the whole thing is based off the fact that happy birthday, he came to life, and it's like, okay, so Frosty came to life and it's all happy, but it's like, when you look at it as an adult, it's like, okay, but he's not gonna last, you know what I mean? And then they're like, oh, we gotta get him to the North Pole and Christmas and stuff, and it's like, and the fact that the Magic Hat, I don't know, like, Frosty never really got to me that much, so I'm just putting him in as B tier. I know he's a classic character, that's fine, so he's definitely higher than C, but I can't rank him personally any higher than B, because once you've seen Frosty once or twice, you're kind of good. You're kind of good, you know? Cornelius is an S tier badass of a character. Cornelius. He's looking for silver. Silver and gold, in fact. You know, he is just a man's man. He is hilarious in this, you know. Yeah, I mean, Cornelius just was so much fun. You know, realistically, he was just a lot of fun. And he's like the better part when the movie's starting to little drag on a little bit, and it's like, okay, yeah, I want to be a dentist, and do you okay with my nose and stuff? Then they meet this guy, and this guy completely steals the rest of the movie, and he's hilarious on screen, especially the full version. They cut it down for TV too often. Like it's actually like a 1 hour movie. They cut it down to like 35 minutes on TV most times. They cut out a lot, but he's in the movie a lot more than people think. So yeah, definitely going with that. We'll double check the chat really quick. Let's see. Tenrio said, I hate that Illumination Grinch is the one on that photo. Oh, yeah, that version of the Grinch, yeah. I've never seen that version. That's the absolute worst incarnation, probably. I think the best is the original cartoon. George Bailey is a top-tier protagonist in cinematic history, 100%. Like, as a cinema, It's a Wonderful Life is one of the greatest movies of all time. So, yeah, the character, 100%. Tenrio said Bad Santa is a fun character. He is. So that's why he's D tier. I don't think he's great as far as a Christmas character or what have you, but yeah. Tim Allen's Santa Claus. Tim Allen is yeah, he's up there. I think he's even above Cornelius. Yeah, Tim Allen's Santa Claus is an S tier. Especially in the first movie. The first movie's an S tier movie, 100%. So Tim Allen as Santa Claus, 100%. Now Kevin McAllister, I'm going to put him at the top of A tier. Macaulay Culkin as a Home Alone is a classic. I don't think he's quite... Is he memorable? 100%. But for me personally, Home Alone is a movie that I can watch every other Christmas or every couple of Christmases. I don't really need to see Home Alone to have my Christmas. You know what I mean? As long as I see 5 or 6 of my favorite Christmas movies, I'm good. And Home Alone just doesn't need to be on the list. If I see it, like this year, I saw Home Alone 2, at the beginning of the month. And I was happy to sit down and watch it, But for me, yeah, he's an A-tier character, but he's not up there with the best of the best. Okay, so this is from the Love Actually. I don't know why the Love Actually characters are there, but it's Bill Nighy. He's fun and stuff, but he's right up there as a D-tier character, behind Bad Santa. Like he has an okay character arc, but Love Actually wasn't that great a movie. Actually, it was kind of awful. Now, this might be controversial, but Henry F. Potter, the guy who gets away, as a villain and as an icon of stuff, he's a B-tier character. He works as a villain. I don't like. I mean, you can argue that he should be an S tier up there with George Bailey because of the classics, but the fact that he never gets his comeuppance is either a great choice or a terrible choice. The fact that he never gets in trouble for stealing $8,000. He never gets in trouble for any of the shady shit he pulls and what he tries to do to the town. So the fact that he never gets ridiculed in any way, shape, or form realistically, he never goes to jail and stuff. We assume he's going to die soon. But so you can mark that as actually that's a great thing for the movie because normally, the villain gets defeated sort of idea. No, he doesn't. He actually never loses realistically. He loses sort of, but not really. So yeah, but a B tier for an antagonist, yeah, he's got to be up there. Like, he can't be that far down below George Bailey, realistically. And Clarence is right up there as well. I'm going to put, George Bailey is definitely, I'm going to put Clarence at the top of A. Not quite S. Not quite S. Clarence is only in, yes, he's narrated and stuff, but he's only in the last act of the movie. You could argue that so is Cornelius. Cornelius is more in the half of the movie, but there's a lot more movie without Clarence in it. Clarence is there as the guidepost. I feel like if we saw more of him, but of course the movie wouldn't be the same. But Clarence is top of A. He's a lot of fun, and really, George, you had a wonderful life, and stuff like that. It works. Once again, being an A tier, just because you're not S tier does not mean you're bad. A tier is awesome. Getting an A in class is great. So yeah, I'm fine with that placement. I don't know who this is, so not applicable. It looks like a How to Train Your Dragon thing. No idea what this fucking monstrosity is. Looks like a demon from the cold reaches of hell. So no idea. Gizmo. Isn't that his name? Gizmo from Gremlins. Iconic and adorable. Gonna go right there at the top of C. Because I don't like the Gremlins movie that much. Like, once again, Gremlins is a Christmas movie. Is it, though? Or is it more of a horror film? You know what I'm saying? Like, once again, making the argument on what's a Christmas movie and what's not, right? So, yeah. I'm going with that there. I don't know. This is Bilbo, by the looks of it. I have no idea what this is from, so I can't rank him. What is his name, though? I really want to know. But either way, S tier, 100%. Right up there with Cornelius. He is an S tier character from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I always forget his name, but he's the one who sings Silver and Gold. It's amazing. Way better. Like, that's the best. See, that's my problem. He was not my Frosty, but he was my snowman character that I loved. I didn't love Frosty. I loved this guy. So, what is it? All right, that's it. I got to find out his name. I got to find out his fucking name. Rudolph Snowman. Sam. It's so simple, too. Sam the Snowman. Very simple. Very simple. Yeah. But 100%, it's absolutely him. Okay, so Tim Allen from Christmas with the Cranks playing Luther. Immediately, I'm going with the top of B tier. And the reason being is that other than one or two instances, he is not wrong in this movie. Looking at it from an adult perspective, every other character is being an asshole to him. And he, other than one or two instances where it's his fault, he is just fighting back against that. He's sad and upset that his daughter won't be there for Christmas for the first time her whole life. They have one daughter. He sees his wife not being so happy, being depressed about it. He's depressed about it. So he says, screw Christmas. I can't have a good Christmas without my daughter. And he decides, we're going to just forget all about Christmas. There is no Christmas this year because my daughter won't be home. There's no point in having Christmas without my daughter. So he goes out of his way to ignore Christmas entirely. Is it a little childish? Yes. But the way the townspeople react to this, knowing if this whole community, which by the end of the movie they're all like, Blair, who makes us all feel like family and stuff, they all are aware what this Christmas means for Luther and his family. They should have at least 2 brain cells between them to realize this is his way of, he's sad that his daughter's not here. It wasn't a cry for help. It was a cry for leave me alone and let me live my own life. So definitely a B tier character. Christmas with the Cranks is obviously an A tier movie, or at least a B tier movie. So I think this is from that Polar Express thing. I never saw that. So Jack Skellington. As far as a Christmas character, he's a great character. As far as a Christmas character, it's hard. All right, he's iconic enough to be at the bottom of B, but as a Christmas character, I don't really find that to be a Christmas movie. So that's more of a Halloween movie, if anything, with Christmas elements thrown in. I don't recognize these people. I don't recognize these sisters. So I don't know. Arnold Schwarzenegger in Jingle All the Way is fun. He's fun, but the movie's not that great. I'll put him at the top of D tier because he's kind of a moron, you know. He reminds me if the movie had continued where Tim Allen had not become Santa Claus. Had Tim Allen not become Santa Claus in the Santa Claus, like at the beginning of the movie, he might have, had they not gone to the North Pole, that's what Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to be. He was going to be that Tim Allen character, and it's just, it goes, Jingle All the Way is fine, but yeah, I haven't seen Kurt Russell as Santa Claus in this stuff, but Kurt Russell looks like that's a sexy Santa Claus, okay? That is I'm going to be honest with you. The leather, the way, the silver and the beard and stuff, this is badass Santa Claus. This is Father Motherfucking Christmas. So I'm immediately going to put him in B tier, even though I haven't seen it. Just from the look and the casting of Kurt Russell alone, it cannot be that bad. It's got to be decent. This guy this guy's down in, once again, F tier because it's not really a Christmas movie, even though we're ranking it as a Christmas movie. It's not, and he's not really that fun. He's more of a Halloween character, so he's, you know what? He's not even applicable. You can argue Jack Skellington's applicable. I don't think Boogie Woogie there is even applicable as far as that movie. Because once again, it's a Halloween movie. It's not a Christmas movie, you know? Okay, so Miracle on 34th. Now, looking at it, I don't have both versions of Miracle on 34th. So we're going to have to rank this accordingly. Matilda, yeah, she's top of C as far as a Miracle on 34th character. We always liked her as a, child actress and stuff like that. Richard Attenborough as the remake Santa Claus for Miracle on 34th is an... You know what? I'm going to drag him down one. He can be top of A. There was one thing keeping him out of S, and I will admit, my brother brought this up this year, and he talked about the fact that he finds the one problem. He's a great Santa. He's a little too naive. And he should know better in this world. You know what I mean? There are things he does in both versions of the movies that are way too naive. More so than most iterations of Santa Claus. So that is the one problem. He sometimes acts too naive, and that's what gets him mostly in trouble. So yeah. Don't know what this snowman's from. Is this supposed to be Scrooge? No, that's Vince Vaughn. Oh, that's Vince Vaughn. Yeah, no. Never seen it, so I can't rank him. I don't watch the Vince Vaughn movies. Also, I don't know who this guy is. Once again, she's just not applicable from Nightmare Before Christmas. Just not applicable. Never seen this movie or this movie or this movie. Let's see. What else haven't I seen? I can't tell what these Santas are from. Let's see. Is this National Lampoons or something? No, I don't know what this character's from, unfortunately. I think that's from National Lampoon's thing, but I don't really watch that one. Everyone finds that funnier than I do. Um, I don't know what this clause is from, so we're just gonna get rid of the ones I don't know. Uh, yeah, don't know. Is this the original Scrooge? I can't tell. I'm going to assume this is the original Scrooge, and I'm going to mark him top of C tier. That's based on the assumption that is the original Scrooge. I can't really tell. It's in color, so it's weird. Don't even know what this is from. And I think... Don't know what that's from. I think I know the rest. Okay, so the rest are from, like, 3 different films. So... Not ranking a whole lot of real characters here, are they? So Jack Black in The Holiday is one of his best roles. I'm putting him at the lower half of B tier because he is actually quite a good, like, Jack Black's my favorite role for Jack Black. I didn't realize Jack Black could actually act. I thought he was like another Adam Sandler sort of guy who just is a one-trick pony, just being ridiculous. But apparently not. And it was very good in The Holiday. Holiday is a very good Christmas movie. Let's see. Leonard's mom when she was hot as hell in Jim Carrey's. Just for being... Alright. She's going to be in the top of B. She's going to be our benchmark because she was so fucking hot in that movie. God damn. I didn't think there was a hotter woman in that movie until the end of the DVD originally, or the original VHS tape, when you saw Faith Hill doing the stuff, because Faith Hill's gorgeous. So Faith Hill is the hottest thing in that movie. But she's not actually in the movie, so we're going to use her as a benchmark here. Okay, so... Alan Rickman is once again a cheater and a bunch of bad things. He goes into F tier from Love Actually. He goes into F tier because, once again, he does a phenomenal job, but he is cheating on his wife around Christmas and buys, and stuff like that. And he's got beautiful children and stuff. He's cheating on Emma Thompson and stuff. It's not... Once again, I don't get why Love Actually is on here. I guess it's because it's considered a Christmas movie. But yeah, Alan Rickman, not for his acting, but for his character, is... I mean, you could argue, like, he's not really a villain. So that's why, like, Henry F. Potter makes his way up into B tier, because he does a very good job being that role. And once again, Alan Rickman acts this role, but I don't like this movie. This movie shouldn't really be, and Alan Rickman... is just a cheater for the sake of cheating. Like, we never get that. Like, it's split up a little too much. Anyways, yeah, he's an F tier character. Buddy is, for me, at the bottom of E, or the top of E. I don't like Elf. I find Elf annoying. It's another Adam Sandler, Kevin James, Will Ferrell type of movie. It's them just being their goofy selves. It's been done a million times. Elf is annoying because, once again, he's so naive about the world. And a lot of it can be picked apart so easily. And I know, once again, but it's a kid's movie. But for me, I could take or leave Elf for the rest of my life. That being said, his dad plays a very good cynical character. I'll put him at the top of C. Or actually the top of D. Because he actually does a pretty good job of being like, I don't believe in this shit and blah blah blah, and it's like, because he's a more realist and stuff, but he's definitely not a good person for the most part, but he has a redemption arc with that, and so yeah, he's a better character than Will Ferrell in the movie. So the same thing with Zoe. I like Zoe more. I think she's like a C tier character, probably right around here. She's a fun character. She does a good job. She's actually one of the reasons to watch the damn movie. So yeah. Then we get to, let's see, there's the mayor of Whoville. He's a dick too. He's an F tier. He is just such an ass. Plays a great villain, but he's an ass. Yeah. I'm so wishy-washy with how I'm considering like F tier characters because like Henry F. Potter's actually, but he's just well written. But you know what? Henry F. Potter's going at the top of F. Fuck it. You know, if I'm gonna do this correctly, I gotta do it correctly. Good characters are in the top. Bad characters, because the Grinch, of course, is still a good character by the end of it. And in the Jim Carrey version, we know why he hates Christmas and stuff. It actually makes sense. Let's see. So the kid from I love how they don't have Liam Neeson's character here. Like they grabbed a couple of random Love Actually characters. So the kid, all right, he's top of C. He's good. He's not great. He's just there. He's there. You know. And it's probably one of the better storylines in Love Actually. Rudolph, obviously a classic. He's going at the bottom of A. You know, with his shiny nose. Bill Murray in Scrooged, I'm gonna say he's C tier, somewhere around here. He's all right. It's not a bad movie, but once you've seen it once or twice, you're kind of good. You know, sort of like Groundhog Day. You see Groundhog Day once, you don't need to see it for a few years. Same with Scrooged. Jude Law in The Holiday is a fun character. He's pretty good. I like him. I would say he's above the kid. He's top of C tier. I'd say he's top of C tier. He's not as good as Jack Black's character. Kate Winslet she's right below Jack, I think. She's right below Jack Black's character as far as that goes. Cameron Diaz's character is probably right below the kid and stuff. She's okay too. She's below Jude Law. She's in C tier from The Holiday. And then we have the last four of the Home Alone characters. The dad's just sort of there. He's C tier. He's somewhere here in C tier. He just sits there. Now the mom is, I mean, iconic. You know, Catherine there. I would say she's got to be probably right around here, right below Tim Allen in Christmas with the Cranks. She's definitely with her Kevin, you know, and all that shit. Definitely a lot of fun. And a much more central figure to the story, right? Definitely. Now we have Buzz. Buzz is an asshole. We're putting him in E tier. Buzz is just a dick. Buzz is just a prick. So we're putting him in E tier. And our uncle, good old Uncle Frank, he's definitely in F tier as well. He's just a jerk. So yeah. So I think we cleared that all up right there, nice and neat. I think we did a pretty good job. Let's go. So really quick rundown before we're going to end the stream. We have The Grinch, George Bailey, Santa Claus, Sam the Snowman, and Cornelius in S tier. Then we have Santa Claus, Richard Attenborough in Miracle on 34th for the top of A, followed by Clarence, Kevin McAllister, Harry and Marv, and Rudolph. Then in B tier we have we needed some sexiness. We have Leonard's mom at the top of B, followed by Tim Allen and Christmas with the Cranks. We have Kevin's mom. We have Frosty the Snowman. We have Cindy Lou Who. We have Kurt Russell as one sexy ass Santa Claus. Then we have Jack Black and Kate Winslet in The Holiday, followed by Jack Skellington. Then at the top of C, we have Jude Law in The Holiday. We have the kid from Love Actually, Liam Neeson's stepson. We have Cameron Diaz in The Holiday. We have, I believe that's supposed to be the original guy who played Ebenezer Scrooge, if I'm remembering correctly. It's in color, so it's weird. We have Matilda not Matilda, but from Miracle on 34th. I always forget her name, her character name and stuff, and her actress name, actually. We have Zooey Deschanel in Elf. We have Kevin McAllister's dad in Home Alone. We have Bill Murray from Scrooged. We have the Gizmo of the Gremlins and Kermit the Frog from Muppets Christmas. Then we have Walter Hobbs in the top of D tier, followed by another bad version of a dad in Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jingle All the Way. We have Bad Santa, and then we have Bill Nighy from Love Actually. We have in E tier, we have we have Buddy the Elf from Elf. We have the kid from A Christmas Story, and we have Buzz from Home Alone. In F tier, we have Henry F. Potter. We have Alan Rickman in Love Actually. We have Uncle Frank from Home Alone, and we have the mayor from The Grinch Stole Christmas, Jim Carrey. And not applicable, of course, are ones I haven't seen. We did not include most of the characters outside of Jack Skellington for Nightmare on or The Nightmare Before Christmas, because it's not really a Christmas-esque movie. And the other ones I really haven't seen, and we just didn't apply Die Hard characters. So, there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Those are our picks. Yeah. Yeah. So anyways, we're done with that. And I guess we're going to have to end the stream soon because this went on a lot longer. Please don't forget to hit that like button, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been in here. Apparently I've had 28 views, but only 5 likes, and that's just crazy to me. So let's see. Tenryo left off with Bat Santa is a fun character. That's right. Artist said chill on Adam Sandler. Nah, Adam Sandler's an idiot. No, I mean, he's okay. I just don't really care for Adam Sandler that much. Like, he plays the same character. Like, the character he plays in Click, he plays in every goddamn film. You know? Like, he doesn't really change. He either plays a dumbass, you know, like a Buddy the Elf type character, like a Happy Gilmore, or like the Waterboy stuff. He basically plays an idiot or a naive or like literally someone with a mental condition, like somebody with, you know, autism or someone like that. He plays those type of characters, or he just plays an asshole, you know, a serial cheater or a guy who's just out for himself, a selfish prick. He always plays those type of characters. He never really, I haven't really seen him in a role where he acted. Granted, I haven't seen all of his movies, but as a kid, I grew up watching his movies thinking he was stupid, and I don't want to watch his movies, you know? That being said, you could have said the same thing about Jim Carrey for a while, but I've seen him in some very serious roles, so, yeah. And Jim Carrey's like the top of that echelon, the top of the Ben Stiller, the Will Ferrell, Kevin James, Adam Sandler sort of niche. He's the top of that. He's the dialing everything up to 11 version of what they all do. So he's the top echelon. So he sort of gets a pass for being the best of what they all do, and he beats them all at doing it. So, you know, so I give it generally to Jim Carrey as a result, so I give him a pass, but to be honest, if you watch too many Jim Carrey films, you're like, okay, yeah, it's Jim Carrey being Jim Carrey. I've seen this, you know? So, but yeah. Artist also said he went crazy in Uncut Gems. What the hell is Uncut Gems? Roy says, hello, I want to say early Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas to you, Roy. Merry Christmas. And yeah, we're just going to check out what Uncut Gems is. Whatever the fuck movie that is. Oh, it's 2019. That's probably why I haven't seen it. It's a crime thriller film. Oh my god, he's actually finally in a movie that he's not a fucking funny guy. Well, then there you go. Maybe he is good in that, you know? Only took him 40 years to actually act, but okay. But yeah, so I'll take your word for that. Anyways, that's it for me, guys. That's the Bitch, Moan, and Complain podcast for Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas Eve to all. To all a good night, all that fun jazz. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, people. I hope you guys enjoyed. We did 2 tier lists. We bitched, moaned, and complained a little bit. Hope you guys have all... I gotta run and get a shower, get Christmas wrapping done, get all that fun jazz, get some stuff together here, and stop clapping my hand because the burn on my hand is killing me. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed my ugly Christmas sweater, my bed head, you know, my unshowered bed head, and just the fact that we had a nice 2-hour stream here, 2.5 hour stream. That's been a lot of fun here for a Christmas Eve stream. You probably won't see much content in the next couple of days. So this is me signing off before Christmas. Hope you guys have a good one. You will see content. You will see content before the New Year's. I promise you at least that much. Whether it's only just one video, you will see something. But in the unlikely scenario that we don't, also have a happy New Year as well. Have a Merry Christmas, a Happy Boxing Day, Happy Christmas Eve, Happy New Year's Eve, and Happy New Year's Day, which is also my birthday. So happy birthday to me as well, and a happy end of 2023. Jumping into 2024, let's make it a better year than we did this year. Let's just make it a better year for everybody. So Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys all celebrate whatever you're celebrating and whatever you're doing this year, whether you're celebrating with friends, family, your dog. I don't care, as long as you're having a good time doing it. You know, whether you're going out to the movies, whether you're, gonna drink your fill at a party, whatever you're gonna do. Eat good food, have good time, and that's it from me. Treat yourself well. It is the holiday time of year. Get into the spirit. Let's go. So that's my mushy little message at the end of the stream. So everyone, have a Merry Christmas. Bye-bye. And go Cowboys!